What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mark. So hope you're all staying safe and well out there as the wind blusters this country right now. But I've got to say, some great news came out last night. Now, do take it with a pinch of salt because it is coming from Craig Hope of the Daily Mirror. But I've got to say, some really, really good news. If it is, of course, fully true, which it does look like it is, because Populous are a massive company and Newcastle United have acquired them for the redevelopment of our training ground. Now, we've been waiting for this news for quite some time now. And of course, in this article from Craig Hope last night, which wasn't exclusive for the Daily Mail, according to what Craig Hope was saying, Newcastle have acquired Populous to redevelop our brand new training ground. Now, they are renowned for making the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They are also currently at the moment in the development of making Roma's brand new stadium, about 65,000 stadium it is. And of course, the one that I would look at the most here is Real Madrid's Sports City. That is the level that our owners are wanting to be at. You know, that is the level that we've all wanted to be at, you know, up at the elite echelon of world football. Real Madrid, you don't get better than that. You know, Real Madrid are one of the most famous clubs in the world, and we could have a training ground that is the envy of the Premier League, is what's being said here. Design and construct a state-of-the-art training ground for Newcastle United. I mean, it'll have massive Olympic-sized swim pools, 11v11 football pitches, sauna. There's loads and loads of stuff that's talked about that is going to go into this brand new training ground. Now, obviously, it'll take some time to get done, but there's going to be all-weather pitches, swimming pool, media suite, small stadium as well, so that you know, you can play matches there as well for like youth team, women's games, what have you. Potentially an indoor academy as well has been talked about. You know, everything what Real Madrid's got right now at their Sports City training facility, Newcastle United will have, and probably more on top of that as well. So that just shows, you know, the ambition and the drive that our owners have got to bring in Populous as the developers for our brand new training ground. Now, the areas are talking about where this training ground could be, you know, made. They shortlisted a couple of areas. At the minute, the favourites seem to be the area which is owned by the Rubens, which is up next to Newcastle Racecourse, but also other areas were, of course, Woollingston around near Newcastle Airport. But the racecourse seems to be the favourite at the moment. There's plenty of land around there, and the Rubens already own that area, of course, with them owning Newcastle Racecourse. But the completion is expected to take several years from now for it to be done. I don't think it'll take a massive amount of time, but they are seeing somewhere around maybe 2027 for a stadium completion, which, of course, Populous aren't going to be doing that from what has been said. They're not going to be the ones that will be developing the new stadium or renovating St James's Park, whichever option we choose. That's going to be given to another architectural firm, and at the moment the popular contenders for that is Ryder Architecture, of course, which is a northeast firm. They seem to be the popular contender for to get that contract to build, you know, a brand new stadium on Leazes Park, or build, you know, the renovation on St James's Park. But we'll have to wait and see on that one, because that one's going to take some time. But the training ground, you know, that's being talked about now, and looking at some of the images, you know, of what they've done at other areas, Real Madrid's, you know, mostly. I can't wait to see what this new training ground looks like. I mean, we'll all remember, you know, what the training ground looked like before these owners came in. You know, we had wheelie bins as paddling pools, and, you know, we had all that sort of crap under the old owner. It looks a lot better than what it did, you know, when the owners come in now. But this is another level beyond that. You know, this is going to be an absolutely massive jump into the future for Newcastle United, and it's going to take, we're well ahead of everybody else in the Premier League for training facilities. I mean, they were talking about Leicester City's, you know, it's going to make Leicester City's training facility look like a kid's playground. You know, it's just going to be well and truly ahead of everybody, and it's expected. You know, the Saudis don't do anything in halves. They do it, you know, by the book. They do it to the best, and this is an area where, you know, FFP, PSR, what have you, does not affect the clubs. So this is an area where owners are able to flex that financial muscle and really show, you know, what is capable with the funds that they do have at their disposal. You know, at the end of the day, this is going to be absolutely amazing to see, and I can't wait to see, you know, what happens with it. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. I mean, that is just absolutely sensational. We've got a really good company there in Populous to come in and develop the training ground, and then, you know, we'll have to wait and see who comes in to develop the stadium. Maybe it might be Populous again, but they are talking about other you know, contractors coming in and doing the stadium up, maybe to renovate the stadium or just to build a brand new one. And if we're building a brand new training ground, then I think we might go down the same path with a stadium and build a brand new state-of-the-art stadium with all the bells and whistles, you know, removable pitches, all that sort of stuff, roof on the stadium, maybe, you know, for cold nights in Newcastle when we're playing in Europe, you know, get that sound closed in the stadium, really make it a roaring atmosphere, you know, make it even more of a roaring atmosphere than it already is. But anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Some massive news, and make sure to hit like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Over the lads.